Shortest intro we've had.
Was that not? Call around.
It was.
Oh, okay.
But the time she walked away from me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go into the hole.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, welcome back to What the Podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And together we are
Ryan and John.
And on the couch, as always, Cara Tafolla, producer, Annie the Skovmand,
Scovy.
Stanley Gurley,
Gosh.
Stanley Gurley.
Stanley Stan.
Ryan found a Stanley
That
too.
is
Stanley
tough.
ASMR.
Do you feel better than us?
Well,
You look better than us.
I've
I'll
just
say.
got to admit, you must know that I've always known I'm better than you. So
Okay,
it doesn't
okay.
it's not that this changes that necessarily.
Kind of feels like it does. Kind of
Little
feels
bit.
like
too big for Whittle
You're-
Killa. It's too big for me.
It's not too
Oh, you're
Does it-
saying because I'm a giant, I'm normal size. It's normal size with me.
Does it
that
fit?
joke, Cara?
Wow. Okay,
All
we're
my
moving on from that.
hydroponics are this big.
Does it fit
Jeez.
in the cup holder of your car?
I don't
Yeah,
think
it
it
See,
would
that's
fit
nice.
mine.
See, that's nice.
the thing that's
It
nice.
would. It would.
Yeah, it's
I bet
like
$10 it would fit in your cup holder.
I don't know if it would fit in mine.
That's kind
I
of their
have
whole
tiny
thing.
ones.
If a company isn't making it so that you can fit
That-
your...
well, that's Hydro Flask. That's the whole thing. You can't put your Hydro
Screw
Flask in the,
Hydro
I
Yeah.
want them
in
to
the
make
cup holder.
cute jars that fit in cup holders.
Pass.
True.
Thank you, Sharks.
Like all the cur,
Yes.
like the cur jar, like the cute like mason jars. They're all too round.
With a small bottom.
Yeah.
That's a flower
Like-
base.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, guys, we're here to talk about the Oscars.
Can you give us a little Oscar music?
And
Oh,
our
sorry.
predictions. Who was right?
Oscars.
Yeah, that's
2020.
awesome.
Oh, there was one thing they did this year that they haven't done a lot before in past
Okay.
years.
Give out awards.
They had a lot of commercials about movies.
Oh, God.
Like every car commercial was like, these movies bring us together. All the Disney
Yeah.
commercials, like
Well,
everything.
it's on ABC, so like so many Disney commercials, Disneyland commercials. Right after Best Animated Feature went to not Disney, they played this long like highlight reel because it's like the 100 years of Disney or something this year. They're
the
like,
all together
we
now.
make
Wonder.
dreams. We make
The whole thing is
history.
wonder.
Yes, exactly.
Oh no, the All Together Now is the Netflix one.
That's
they
right.
played that a couple times where they
Streaming
take like
services.
everyone's saying like all the words to the song and they put together and went all together now.
A lot of commercials I noticed this year. Yep.
Yeah.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yep.
Bless.
Absolutely swept. They won 7 Oscars this year, including Best Picture, which was predicted correctly last week by Cara. So
That's right.
props.
Best costume?
First,
No, not
no.
best costume.
First Asian woman to take Best Actress.
That's
went
right.
to Michelle Yeoh,
Love
That's
her.
right.
which I didn't realize she's like an action star. She was in a bunch of like
Crouching Tiger.
She was in
Yeah.
movies with Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
So she's back.
for
Yep.
her.
She's back and better than ever.
She also went up on stage and said that she grew up and she professionally trained to be a ballerina.
Wow.
That's
And
cool.
now look where
Very
she
random,
is.
but
And now
It probably
she's
helped with her
thank you.
stunt
action movie
stuff.
star.
Yeah.
Let's see. What other big takeaways from that movie? Best Supporting Actor went to Ke Huy Quan,
He is
formerly known as Short Round.
I don't think he ever grew up.
No, he's
Which I
so
love.
cute. Cute
His
little
speech
guy.
was very sweet. It
Yes, it
started
was.
off and he is like, "My mom's watching right now. Mom, I just won an Oscar."
So
And I was like,
cute.
So sweet.
So cute. Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
Which was kind of shocking, but
I think
She's
that
a
was the
national treasure.
one that I think should have gone to Stephanie Sue.
wait. Why do you think that?
what do you mean?
Like, why do you think she shouldn't have gotten it?
Oh, I just thought her performance up against like some of the other,
Stephanie Sue,
yeah, the other girl that was in Everything Everywhere.
the main girl,
The daughter,
pretty much.
as well as, I mean, none of the girls from Women Talking got nominated.
Yeah, which that surprised me.
Yeah.
Because they were amazing.
That movie for sure got
Yeah.
snubbed, but not a lot of people saw
I am
it.
glad they got something because they got best screen adaptation.
Adapted, yeah,
Yes.
adapted screenplay.
And I think that they deserved it because that was good.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what movies didn't get anything?
What's that?
Elvis.
Yep, no,
Yeah.
no wins for Elvis.
The nasty movie with all the throwing up. Thank God didn't get
Okay,
anything.
Triangle of Sadness. Yep,
Yeah.
also didn't win. Yeah, it was a real sweep.
I did think about that. Like, how much would it suck? Because I was just glad that Women Talking won anything, like absolutely anything. That won a Oscar.
Yeah.
But like the idea that you get nominated, because Elvis was nominated in a lot of categories, and you win none of them.
I saw a great TikTok that was like, Austin Butler really let the ghost of Elvis take over his body for 3 years.
I was gonna say that.
To win nothing.
To lose against Brendan Fraser.
In prosthetics.
Crazy.
Also, Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser,
wanna
best
watch The
actor.
Whale.
I heard
Same.
he is great.
You guys
I
didn't
heard
watch
the
The Whale?
movie's pretty meh.
It wasn't best
It
picture.
wasn't
Was it
nominated.
Best Picture?
No, wasn't nominated. I heard the movie's kind of
Sad.
sad.
Very sad.
Oh, it's
I think we should
extremely
watch it
sad.
tonight.
I'd be down to watch it. I was
I
definitely
nominate
interested.
The
Two
Whale.
sad movies
In a row.
Or they
Wow.
have that new Puss in Boots movie that you were talking about.
I kind of
Yes.
want to watch.
Last
It's on.
one.
It's on
I kind of want to watch.
HBO
Oh,
Max or something. Or
Done. We're watching that.
I heard it's very fun.
Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
So Jimmy Kimmel hosted.
Yeah, I thought he did
on
an
our
okay
way
job.
home from Fresno. We were talking. We were like, "Do we think he's gonna address the slap?
He
Is he
has
not
to.
gonna address the slap?" And me and Ryan both said that he probably would to make it funny, and he did it in a funny way in the beginning during his like opening.
You're
speech,
referring
whatever.
to the slap of
Heard
Will
around the
Smith
world,
to
yes.
Chris Rock. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
But
crazy that's been a
throughout
year.
the whole thing, he like kept jabbing at it, and it was like, bro, come on, different joke.
Yeah, I mean,
It started to get old. In the beginning, it was very funny.
I feel like on one hand, it is like we've all talked about it up and down for the past year, and now it's here again, and so that's whatever, right? Let it lie. But I feel like it's also pretty significant. Like,
Yeah.
they ended the whole show with he had a sign on backstage, and it said like, "This Oscars has gone 1 year without." Incident, and he like flipped the number and
To
it said
one.
1 year, like without
That's very
incident.
funny. That's
That
very
That
funny.
was pretty funny.
If he would have
Funny.
done the joke during his opening
Uh-huh.
and then let the whole show go, do
Yeah.
other funny jokes, and then end with that, that would have been good for me.
Yeah. But
Doesn't doesn't pass the Cara
can't-
test.
no.
That's for sure.
And nothing's
Yeah.
perfect. Obviously, I still have quite a disdain for award shows. But
What did Top Gun win
Nothing.
for? No, they did.
Nothing.
No, they won something. It was
best
sound
design. Here's
That wasn't
In
all
case
on
you
the
missed it,
Western
here's-
Front or All Quiet.
That was it.
Ryan
actually
did
did
it.
the
Ryan
sound
Quiet
did it.
on
design
the Western
for-
Front didn't win for that.
no, they won for best score.
Best score.
taking it away from John Williams.
Yes.
You
right.
sent me this video, which I thought was really interesting. That everything always what's the
Everything, everywhere,
All at
all at
once.
once.
All the things,
title?
yeah.
It won best video editing
Yep.
or best
Yes.
editing,
Yep.
and this guy was this TikToker. You sent me the TikTok.
Yep.
I don't want to steal
Yep.
it from you.
Go
but
ahead.
You can comment
Do
on
it.
it as well. Is he edited it on Premiere at home, which is like what we use to edit this podcast. Like
Yeah.
it's like a
Wow.
very like attainable
This
program.
fully
You know?
blew me away, and he even went as far as to share like a picture of
The
his
time-
timeline.
Yes.
And it's so like messed up, and I feel like a lot of times you'll see people like show their timeline and it's all clean and everything. He's like, no, I gotta just lay into the chaos. Like here's what it looks like, and it's kind of encouraging to me. I'm like, okay.
How
Really
much power does
crazy.
his computer have?
Oh, it's gotta
Because
be
when you
a
use
tank.
Premiere, the computer's gonna like die.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the export probably took weeks.
Oh,
Guarantee it.
gosh.
Yeah.
Or they did it
whatever-
in
what-
pieces. They probably did it in pieces
Oh,
and then
I
They
cut
had
it
to
together.
have like 4 pieces.
But
I thought that was cool because, I mean, I feel like over the last 10 years or so, we're constantly being
Yep.
readjusted that like movie making in this day and age is not that hard. Like it's
Yeah.
not out of reach, I should say.
Right.
It is hard
Right.
and it's incredibly like creative and stuff. But like, you know, there was a couple movies like a long time ago that were shot on like an iPhone or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They had all
Totally.
those promos. And so I thought it was cool to see. You know, like I said, again, we use that program to edit this podcast like every week. And I'm like, this guy went out, made a movie. Okay, again, incredibly complicated and complex.
mind you, yeah, they're using red cameras and
Right,
serious
and 4K,
like,
I'm probably
yeah.
8K or whatever. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And but then he can go out and go home and he uses the same stuff that like we use to make this podcast, and he wins Best Picture at the Oscar.
Yeah.
Well,
the
he did
movie
win
won
that,
Best
but
Picture,
also
yeah.
like he also
Best
won an Oscar
editing.
for it. It's great. It's just cool.
So what are we gonna make, man? What do you want to make?
I have,
doesn't like psych you up. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
I have an idea for you. I can't say it on the podcast for
Later.
obviously
I have
copyright.
plans that the haters don't want to hear.
during the show, they had all of the best musical like songs of the movies. Riri, Gaga, Sophia Carson.
That was Rihanna and Lady Gaga and Sophia Carson.
Sophia Carson. The song from RRR ended up taking it.
It was a international Indian film.
It was an Indian film. Did you ever? Did any of you
big Bollywood dance number
ever watch Lagan?
No.
In high school.
Lagan.
Another Indian.
It's an Indian
foreign
about
film.
like
Bollywood film.
colonialism, and it's a cricket thing, and it's like
no.
if we win this cricket game, then we get to keep our land, whatever. Literally,
Beautiful.
They did a whole performance of
like a music
RRR,
band.
and it was like a musical because it was all dancing, all this stuff, and it was just like like watching Lagan, and they ended up taking best song
Best song.
in a movie
Went to RRR.
over Gaga for "I Wanna Go Your Hand." That song,
Go ahead.
and
No,
then
keep going.
you know.
For what?
I'll cry tonight. No, that's not it.
Okay, well,
Nice
you got to
try.
give me something to work with here.
Yeah,
you got to
that's-
give me.
Wait,
You got to
really?
throw me a
In
bone.
what movie was
Top
that?
She sang a
Gun.
song.
Oh, I
in
never saw
Top
Top
It was
Gun.
re-
Oh, it's
really
a
good.
dramatic moment.
It's a
Yeah,
great-
Yeah, I remember.
and she-
I didn't know it was her, though, I'll be honest.
She went on stage and she had taken off all of her makeup, put her hair in a braid, and wore a black t-shirt and ripped jeans and Converse and sang the song sitting. And it was like very intimate setting. And you could even see her lipstick stain like in her mouth.
Yeah, it was
It was
pretty
really
baller.
good.
She's
so
great.
Good.
Rihanna
Someone
was
like,
great.
who hurt Lady Gaga?
All those parts were great.
Yeah.
I had a teacher in high school, or not high school, college, my freshman year of college, and a good friend of hers used to date Lady Gaga
Really?
in like the 2010s.
Or
yeah.
Stefani.
She called her
Stefani.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
but she said the thing that always threw her is how short she was. She's a
She real
very
small.
petite person.
She's 5'2".
And my teacher was
Wow.
really short. My teacher was like 5'4", something like that, and she was like shorter than me.
I love Gaga.
Is that why they cast? They could cast her with Bradley Cooper
'Cause he's
isn't
not
Bradley
that
Cooper
tall.
pretty short too?
I don't know.
Is he? I always
sure-
thought of him as tall.
I'm pretty sure he's a little guy, isn't he?
No,
Somebody
that
look that
would
up.
literally
Maybe-
ruin my image
I
of
thought
him.
he
Maybe
was
I'm
tall.
thinking that because
Really?
he plays.
His height would ruin
Yeah, it
your
would
image of
ruin
him?
it.
He plays the raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy, so maybe that's why I'm thinking
You're
that.
thinking like 2 feet,
He
you know?
must be like foot and a half.
He is the actual height of a raccoon.
John, can you
believe it or
cut to me
not.
really quick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got you.
What do you? Ew! I didn't like that.
That's
I was,
beautiful.
like, kinda
that was
spacey.
really
That was
nice.
weird.
Ryan, you're
beautiful.
wrong. He's 6'1".
And Lady Gaga's 5'2",
Oh,
5'1",
wow.
5'1" or 5'2".
Yeah.
I
we'll look
stand
it up.
corrected. and
Morgan
feeling
Freeman
foolish.
did present an award.
Ooh.
He doesn't look very good, does he?
Yeah,
I was
you
just
guys-
thinking that. I saw
He was my guest.
That
this
pick for
year.
the celebrity death pool is
That was me.
it's looking good for Cara. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't
Dang.
know. People go through phases like that, and then the next year they're like, they look fine again. You never
Do you think
know.
maybe
That's
it's for a
true.
role? Because his head was shaved.
Now
His
that would
Head
be
was
beautiful.
shaved. I mean, maybe he's just doing the bald thing, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
But he was like, and even he was kind of speaking slow. I don't know. I'm not going to speak negativity into Morgan Freeman's life.
Yeah,
but
no, go
And
and just
then-
call
he's
it.
gonna die.
Call
The
it.
two-
soon.
He is-
Two best.
he is 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He's getting up there.
Hollywood. That's make or break time right there. He could either kick the bucket.
He's either going to
or-
go to 106
yes,
or he's going to die like next year.
yeah.
Or
The
tomorrow.
two best award givers were
Award givers?
Presenters.
Florence Pugh
No.
and Andrew Garfield
Queen.
and Elizabeth Olsen and Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, yeah.
When they came on, it was like, "Mommy, Daddy,
Great stuff.
Mommy, Daddy."
Great stuff.
Sorry, what?
You
go ahead.
know.
No, go ahead. Do it again.
Mom and Dad.
No, do it again like you did it.
Mommy, Daddy.
With
You
the
obviously-
hands was too
You
much.
obviously didn't watch the Oscars because
No.
you know exactly what she's talking about.
They
if
came
you
out and it
saw
was like,
Pedro Pascal come
Mommy,
out.
Daddy.
Pedro Pascal. What's crazy is to see him now and then to see the pictures of like Pedro Pascal when he was 25 and he looks like this like just
He
like
looks
a
different.
D-bag. And you're like, I would never, and he doesn't look attractive to me. Dang, his 40s are treating him nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Second puberty, really.
Yeah.
Really hit him hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the best of ways, like a freaking train.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Those were the
Yeah.
Oscars.
By the way, Eddie, incredibly aggressive. But go ahead.
Kind of nice.
Kind of sweet.
Kind of interesting.
Like
Annie-
a train.
Jeez.
They're taking him out.
If you
Annie,
wanted.
are you sitting on something over there? What you got?
No, I was looking up
Pedro
Morgan
Pascal in a
Freeman.
swimsuit.
Okay.
No, I was looking at Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Then I
Freeman
saw
in
this
a
article
swimsuit?
about how people noticed he was wearing a glove on one
Yes.
of his hands.
Oh, he's gonna play
he
Michael
walked-
Jackson.
He walked out, and I was like, "Did he break his wrist? Because it looks like a cast."
No, we don't think he's gonna play Michael Jackson.
No, but I do
No.
now
Michael
looking at
Jackson
him. I'm
biopic?
fully convinced that it is for a role
In the
or
biopic
something.
at 85.
Do you think he hurt himself doing the role?
No, it was in 2008. His left hand is paralyzed. It's in 2008 he had a gnarly car accident where his left hand was left paralyzed. They extracted him from the vehicle using the jaws of life,
Oh wow.
and it left his.
How did that just go unnoticed?
It left with severe nerve damage, and he wears a compression glove.
By us, I mean,
Not all
We
the
don't
time.
notice a lot of things.
I
But
guess.
I'm saying like the media.
For like movies and stuff like that, I'm sure he puts it on, but
Yeah.
if it
Wow.
hurts.
Because I saw that and I was like, did he break his wrist or something?
is it biopic or biopic?
Biopic.
I think it's bio.
They call it
Is it a
biopic.
pic about
Biopic.
somebody's life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those words that I don't
Biography
think
Biopic.
I
picture.
say out loud.
Biopic?
But you read it,
Yes.
and in my
How do
mind,
you read it? Wait, hold on. How do you read it?
I read it biopic.
I still read it. Yeah. No, I read it
Okay.
biopic.
Any other words like that for you?
It was. Oh, sorry.
No.
Wednesday? No. Go ahead,
Wednesday,
Annie.
go ahead.
I was just saying
I'm
the
just
he had a
tangenting over here.
mustache, and he's bald. The mustache is what makes me think like it's for a role.
he was just so
It was a
skinny
very
looking and
intense
frail.
mustache.
Like Monopoly Man kind of thing going
Oh
on.
my gosh, Black Monopoly Man.
I will say his demeanor in some of the interviews I watched was like he didn't seem like he was
Himself.
at his
I
A
am
game.
dying.
You know,
He's
what I'm saying?
85. The man's not at his A game.
Hey, John Williams is there.
I
He's
got
91.
into a car
And he
accident.
looked all right.
And I lost feeling in my left hand.
Okay.
Okay, well, hey.
That's good. That's a
bordering
good
on
impression.
insensitive.
Really? What part? What part?
Just also talking about his accent in his voice.
I now wear this compression glove.
Exactly. Now you see it, right?
No.
Okay, I got
Okay,
it.
can you do any of the president's impressions? What about a Bush? What about go on?
Okay.
Hit us with W.
I got something to say.
No.
Oh, that kind of was a little bit.
That was
I gotta,
Kennedy.
Wait,
That was
let,
very
me,
Kennedy.
let me clean off my Morgan Freeman. Hold on. I need a palate cleanser here. Hold on.
Clean it off. Clean it
That
off.
was a little bit Morgan Freeman still.
He drinks coffee. Okay. All right. Now,
I watched the Oscars. Very nice Oscars. One of the best Oscars.
is that your
Very
drink?
great
Trump.
people. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You know.
What do you got on the scale out of 10? What was that for you?
6.
For Trump?
Yeah.
For Trump.
Oh.
He's
Three.
in
Yeah,
my
like
heart.
a 3.5.
That impression was a 10. As a guy, probably a 2.
I made the impression, but
But you guys saw Joe Biden. He's in town.
Yes.
Our current president.
Joey.
is
Yes.
coming to visit in San Diego.
Joe.
Our
could believe it.
first spotting, we don't know if he was in the helicopter. We were driving home from Fresno, going
Probably
through LA,
probably wasn't in a helicopter.
and we
Oh, it
saw
was
a
a presidential
helicopter,
helicopter.
with an escort, a big military helicopter behind it, and we looked and we went. Noah saw it and was like, "What is that?" And Joseph was like, "Is that the No, you said, "Is that the
My
president?"
dad said, I think it's a presidential
So we
helicopter.
looked it up.
You know those
And it
Ospreys,
was.
those big helicopters, like they have like the props like this, and
Yeah, the military ones.
they just move.
Those
you know
are
what I'm
the
talking
escorts.
about? Listen,
Yeah, huge
bad
fan.
A.
So we saw
Big
that,
fan.
and we were like, "Wait, he's supposed to be in San Diego this weekend." So then
So it must be him.
yesterday we heard
Case
like
closed.
dung, 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 above
was
our
him.
house, and we're like, "That's not a plane; it's too low." We go out, same presidential
cavalcade.
helicopter with
I think
two
there
or
were three of
three?
those Ospreys.
Yeah.
Three
And they were
military
leaving Point
escort.
Loma, like they were down there at the harbor Navy,
Yeah.
They were going to the
Navy base
airport.
station. Yeah.
He was driving, which he was in the presidential motorcade. My coworker yesterday, her roommates ran out and got a picture of it.
Nice.
But
so
my thing
awesome.
is because this is just a question, for the world.
Go ahead.
Do they just have multiple of those things stashed everywhere?
Oh yeah.
Those
What,
like
sets of limos everywhere?
the like
The beast?
insane
Oh, yes.
bulletproof.
Yeah.
They just got those stashed in
They
every
have to.
You
state.
know that?
Like, hey,
no,
someone go grab
They
it.
fly those
probably-
in 24 hours ahead of time. There's a
Oh.
big carrier that comes in like 48 hours ahead of time with the Beast and all those
I was going to
cars.
say it
I
could
feel like
probably go
that's-
on Air Force One, couldn't it? Like
Down below, maybe?
No,
Sure.
it gets sent ahead because they have to like prep it and
no
there's a lot
stowaway
of prep
luggage
that
on
has.
Air
Yeah,
Force
I gotta
One.
make
There's a lot
sure-
of prep that has to
Gotta
happen.
make sure the
I imagine.
tiny little water bottles
You know
are
who would
chilled.
be? You know
and-
who could tell you all about this?
Go ahead.
David,
No. Just guess.
Jake
Someone-
the Snake.
one of my family members.
Jake the Snake.
Dano.
Dan Albright
Dano.
could go off on. He probably knows all this information. It's
For the record, I feel like Jake probably knew it too, but go ahead.
Yeah, Jake probably didn't know. My dad has watched every documentary
Wow.
about the presidential's travel, like all the Beast, the plane, Air Force
It is
One, all
interesting.
the stuff.
So
he knows
it's
all
called,
of it.
it's called The Beast?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's explosion.
The-
Explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
like
the Pope Mobile, but
You
as a
literally
limo.
like you cannot get to it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know they publish his schedule. My dad was like, "Oh yeah, you look up where he like his to the T, like where he's gonna
Yeah.
be at a certain, but not like he's gonna be right here, like
because
attack
it's like
him."
taxpayer money too.
Yeah,
part
totally.
Of it,
Well,
is
he
it?
works for us. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
But they
That's
always
right.
say that the safest scenario for the president are unplanned trips. So like when the president wants to like go get ice cream or whatever, they always are cool with it because the most dangerous situation is things that are like planned in advance.
Yeah.
What do you think Joe Biden is? His ice cream flavor is?
Oh, it's
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah, there's a meme.
Oh, really?
He
That's
has
his
a
thing?
whole
There's a whole
thing.
meme
It's
on
not rum raisin.
No, it's
He
vanilla.
had an actual thing.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was just guessing because he's boring.
No, he loves
No,
vanilla
it's a whole
soft serve
meme.
ice
You
cream.
guys haven't seen the
when
meme?
he
No.
when he was vice president, there was a whole thing. He like, I love ice cream.
That's right. That's
I
right.
And he has like
Yes.
I love
a
ice
picture of
cream.
him like
Licking
feel
an
like
ice
it's
cream.
assaulting it almost.
I feel like it'd be rum raisin because isn't he like 90?
Do
Yeah.
they even make rum raisin
Exactly.
anymore?
That's
Back
what
in
I'm
the day,
saying.
back in
He's
his
one of the
day.
oldest presidents. I think he's number 2. Trump
No, I-
was the oldest for a long time, but I think he's the
I
oldest.
believe
he's
he
older.
surpassed him. I believe
Yeah.
Joe
He is
is
the oldest president we've ever had.
And you know what?
We got to get back to hot presidents.
It's been a nice 3
Paul
years.
Ryan. Paul Ryan, come on.
Oh, wow. He's who's
Paul
gonna tell
Ryan's
her?
not running.
Who's gonna tell her?
No, I want him to run. I'm saying like just
Also, go ahead.
Isn't he gay? Is
no,
he not gay?
he's
No.
No, he's
I'm
married.
thinking of Buttigieg. I'm thinking
yeah,
of
jeez,
Pete.
come on, man.
Justice for Pete.
Pete.
Chief for president.
who's that? I always forget his name. Santos. Santos.
Yes.
Santos.
Yes.
The-
He's getting
Santos.
got.
He's
Santos.
getting got.
Yeah.
It's Santos,
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
way.
Santos. Yeah.
They made a joke
It's
about
not
him
Santos.
on the Oscars.
Really?
Yeah. It was like he was the last like all female cast to win an Oscar or something. What was it?
Well, because Jimmy Kimmel's
I
been
don't
doing
know.
this
I don't
bit
remember.
with the guy who plays Robbie in New Girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
'Cause he looks
guy
like
who
him.
looks like him.
Yeah, and Jimmy Kimmel's
So
been doing this
freaking
bit
funny.
like every week
Where they're-
about George Santos, and they
they
get more
follow
and more
him.
extreme, and they're like following him around. He's like, I actually was a repairman in college, and they're like, wait, what?
That's
Wait,
not
you went
true.
to college? He's like, no. And there's one I saw
That's
where they're
funny.
like, because it's like following him down the hallway, and he's like stealing things off of people as they walk by. He's like climbing out the
Great.
window, and he's like, it's okay. I'm a volunteer firefighter on the weekends.
Oh.
What?
So that's
It was
why
a-
I'm not surprised he did that bit because
It was
Jimmy
a
Kimmel's
joke
been
about
doing that.
living
a lot.
like a double life or something. It
Yes.
was something
So
like that.
freaking funny.
Awesome.
He should run for president.
He could probably win.
Yikes.
He win.
I mean, do you
Go ahead.
think do you think that he actually like? I'm not saying now, but like, do you think at some point in his career he could be a contender for president, or do you think he's
No.
disgraced
No
himself
way.
too hard
No.
now?
No, way hard.
Way hard.
He lost his chance.
Unless it's like that boat, the ship that in England, they like were trying to name some new, I don't know if it was a warship or something, some new ship, and the government put it out there and they're like, hey, we're gonna like all vote. And someone as a joke put Bodie McBoatface and it won.
Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah, Bodie McBoatface.
That's awesome.
Like thousands of people voted for
I
it.
mean, never crowdsource if you're not like ready for what is going to come out.
That's
You
what
guys
I'm
remember
saying.
that Mountain Dew thing?
No.
Mountain Dew famously made this like, oh, we're going to have you, the fans of Mountain Dew, name our next flavor.
They should have known
And
their
it's-
fans are literally 12.
The number one voted choice was Hitler did nothing wrong.
Tell me it won. Tell me
They
it
scrapped
won.
the whole thing because the next 4 runners up are things I can't say on the show, and that's how you
Right.
know they're worse than Hitler did nothing wrong.
Oh my gosh!
So
All manner of sexual things.
Sure.
And wow,
What
just
would that flavor be?
that's why you don't let 12-year-old boys choose the name of
No.
your product.
12-year-old boys and like Redditors, like 30-year-olds in their basements.
Jeez.
Pretty spectacular,
I haven't
though.
had Mountain Dew in like probably 5 years.
That's
Yes,
because
you
it
have.
should be banned.
Baja Blast.
okay. Yeah, but I haven't had like Mountain Dew in its
OG.
purest
It's literally
form,
battery
you know?
acid.
That's fair.
I went down this rabbit hole the other day of looking up foods that America allows that are banned in other countries.
Okay.
Mountain Dew, banned.
Banned.
Oh,
Banned.
many things are banned in
Basically,
England and
Well, also like our
Austria is like
Red
hardcore.
40.
what's the
Red
organization
40.
that does like food safety? What's it called? I can't
The
remember.
FDA.
The FDA is so fast and loose about food regulation, which
Yeah.
is like
Here.
crazy.
Apparently
Yeah.
that's super true. My mom was going down the same rabbit hole. She's like, do you know, like, all pissed off one day, she called me. She's like, do you know Triscuits are banned?
Wheat Thins.
Do you know Wheat Thins are banned in the United Kingdom? Because
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of like
yeah.
crap in them.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
preservatives and stuff. They're like, yeah, no, we don't want to put those in the mouths of our children. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
A bunch of dyes that are in our
Red
candy.
40,
Dyes,
yellow 5 and
preservatives.
6, and
For a long
Forget
time,
about it.
you could just say things were organic and they're not. And also the term organic is like so like
Yeah. Loose.
not. Yeah, it's like
Well,
not
So
organic.
now how do you qualify to be organic?
Most meat that America has served, meat and milk in America, is banned in most countries. The way that
Yeah.
we process our
Wow.
meat and our milk. Salmon, farmed salmon, is banned
Yeah.
in like 90% of the other countries.
Oh,
It has
crazy.
to be wild caught. You cannot farm salmon because it has so many pests
So
that
bad.
like infect the fish
Oh, God.
and get passed down. All these like
It's funny because
ugh.
you can find the
Pretty
milk
funny.
here too, because over there it's just non-homogenized. That's
Yeah.
it. You can
Sure.
find non-homogenized raw milk here, which
Where
is
like a Whole Foods or like
so
a,
Yeah.
expensive. Raw milk
So
is so
expensive.
expensive
that's,
here.
I mean, that's kind
or
of
you could just get a cow and like
Milk
have
it.
one at the house, right?
Look at a farm.
you literally could.
You could just have a cow at your house.
it's just a little dairy cow, a little mama.
My brother had chickens for a long time, and that was kind of cool.
That's a lot of
having,
eggs.
Was
Having
it?
eggs. I mean, for him it was probably terrible. For me, I got free eggs.
The
so it's
eggs are
kinda cool.
nice.
I mean, for him, it probably sucked.
We had
I don't
friends
know.
for a while who were like, "Take the eggs
Because
away
they just
from
have so
us."
many eggs
How
every
many?
day.
Yeah.
How many chickens do they have though?
I think they had like 10.
Well, yeah, that's
That's a lot of chickens.
a lot
Yeah.
of chickens.
How many did your friend have?
My brother, he had 4.
That's a lot of chickens.
Your brother had chickens?
Yeah, David had chickens.
Oh, wow.
Just got rid of them recently. Actually, they had a friend who had like a big piece of land, and they were like, "Oh, we're kind of over this."
I
so-
hate chickens.
And then the price of eggs went up, and he
Yeah,
was
they're
like
kinda
so
scary.
pissed. He's like, "Why did I get rid of my chickens
could be
right
making
before
bank.
the price of eggs?"
yeah,
went up?
the eggs
Or at the very least,
skyrocketed.
eat omelets, you know?
Is that still a thing? Are we still talking about eggs?
Then I
What's
found
up
out-
now? It's like milk now, right, or something?
What?
I thought
knows?
something's up, trending up. One of the major food groups.
Yeah.
Sure. Also, food groups, total scam, not real.
Yeah, total bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Veggies, no. Fruits,
Yeah.
no.
No, the food
The
pyramid.
food pyramid, literally
Total not true.
Not
thing.
true.
They were
Was-
like, I guess when it came out, you
a
were
marketing scam.
yes, they wanted to sell more bread. So
You
they're like,
guys,
you got to have
you
bread at
guys.
every meal.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Oh.
It's literally a pyramid.
Damn,
How did we not see that?
damn.
How did we not
are
see that?
Suckers.
You know, it's like a triangle scheme. Oh my god.
my God.
Yeah.
Where the things at the top and then it go down and
Is that an Office reference?
no.
It's not a pyramid scheme. Jeff
I-
has me and David, and then me and David go get 2 more people, and then
Jim comes
Jim just
up.
goes, shh, 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 and he's like,
Awesome.
I have to make some phone calls.
Great.
Classic.
love
Wow,
The
yeah,
Office.
pyramid
What was that
scheme.
show? The Office? Is that what you
Yeah, you know the
even
one
know.
that you made me look like I hated The Office on our YouTube, and now everyone thinks I'm a total idiot about it.
Look,
Yeah, idiot.
you have to present both sides.
Idiot.
You
No,
have
not
to
when you craft it to look
present-
like I don't like The Office. You're
Yeah.
clearly doing one
I'm just
thing.
saying, not everybody likes The Office, John.
Well,
That's all
John,
I'm saying.
I
love
mean,
The Office.
You don't even like The Office though.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Ryan's the
I've
one
been
with
the
the
Office fan.
Office Lego set.
Yeah, pretty much.
True.
Live in the office.
That is true. I have a sad story I have to share with you all today.
Oh.
I ordered something on Amazon,
Okay.
like a true red-blooded American,
As you do.
and I paid for same-day shipping, which
Dang,
That's crazy.
that is
So you needed it now.
I never need it now. I want
wants
it
it
now.
now.
And
Well, that goes without saying.
Right.
Sure,
Never
but you need
need
it
it
now.
now.
but
Go
for the
ahead.
first time, like sometimes I won't pay for it. Like if I can get, you can get enough things that are the same type, you get for free, like same day, right? It's between
Yes.
2 and 6. You know, this,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And I paid for it the same day. It didn't come, which whatever. And I had this thought, and I was like, how many times are people paying the extra $2?
Yeah.
And not getting it the same day, and Amazon just is like, we're just not like asking for that money back because they clearly just didn't deliver, right?
Sure.
Which is no big deal. So I was like, whatever. But then they delivered the package at 4 a.m. on my stoop. My little app said 4 a.m.
Yes.
I took the dog out at 6 a.m. Package isn't there. I checked the Amazon. There's a picture of it sitting on my plate on my front door mat.
It got
but it's gone. Somebody stole my package.
It's not on your ring?
A porch pirate.
I don't have a ring. Thank you, though.
Time to get the ring camera.
Wait. Don't you have a ring? You just haven't set it up.
Okay, first of all, I don't have a ring that
my
works.
God.
You should know,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
that
Wait,
one
but
up
how
the
did
ring
you know
cam.
that it got delivered at 4 a.m.?
Because they
On
take a
Amazon?
picture.
It
Amazon,
took-
they
yeah,
take
it
a
took
picture of
and
it.
it was
need
my
a
house, right?
That
But
sucks.
then also, this story ends with a great heroic thing by me. Okay,
Thank God.
I realized my gate at my new place is the only gate in the complex that doesn't close. The other
Yeah.
ones close and they lock.
Okay.
And now there's there's a driveway to get in, but the driveways are all lit up at night. You guys have been there.
Yeah,
It's
they are
really
very
lit
bright.
up, and they have cameras on the driveways. So it's really hard. I feel like for porch pirates, it's a little intimidating to come through the driveway
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
But that's why they lock the doors because it's darker on the other side. My door isn't locked, and so I called management today. I was like, "Hey guys, listen, it's no big deal." But my package got stolen, and I think some of it had to do with the fact that our gate's the only one that doesn't physically close. It doesn't line up, so you
Yeah.
can't close it, even if you try and push it or pull it, whatever. And they called me right back. I left a message. They didn't get my message right away. And they called me back today, and they said, we're sending a company out in the next week to fix that gate. Now, will they actually do that? I don't know.
Making the world, your world, certainly a better place.
I am just saying, don't let the enemy win. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you went back to Amazon and told them that you didn't get your package, right?
Well, so I called Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm realizing how much of a Karen I sound like right now.
Listen, hey, what's due
Karens
to
get
you is
things
due
done.
to you.
Right. So I
Yes.
called Amazon and I was like, hey guys, listen, I don't normally care that, hey, you didn't get the package the same day.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, I did pay the $2, but I get it,
Yep,
straight
up.
whatever. Some hardworking guys just didn't get there. I get it, But I was like, but the problem I have is you then delivered it at 4 a.m.
Which is weird.
which is a weird time, and then the package got stolen. And so I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like if the package was just either delivered at a normal
When I
time,
was home ready to get it.
what I'm saying? There's no way I was
Not
going to wake
asleep.
up right at
Yeah.
4 a.m. And they were super cool. So they said they resent the package. It was super dumb. It was like zip ties or something. But they resent the package and then they refunded me the $2, which ended up being $3.26 because that's how much it actually is after tax.
Now that is a happy ending.
Right.
That's what we love to hear.
And so I'm just saying,
All's well that ends
but
well.
I will say it's crazy to me that, and I know that the porch poaching package thing
Yep.
is a really big thing in America.
It's huge.
In the last 5-10 years. It's so crazy to me that somebody just goes around. By the way, the roulette of just going up to someone's house and being like, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to grab it. Somebody
Hoping
got
they don't have a
zip
camera.
ties. You know what I'm saying? It was like a $10 package of zip ties. You know what I'm saying? They were not that cool. But I'm like, somebody literally goes. There's a whole crew of people. My dad was saying too that these crews now will follow Amazon trucks.
Yeah.
And they will literally
That's crazy.
pick up packages as they're being delivered. And I'm like, why does the world ruin everything?
Cut out the middleman. Just cut the Amazon guy into your deal.
Oh,
just say, hey, I'm going to
take
meet you
pictures
here.
and then I'll just take photos and we'll just call it a day,
and
right?
then we'll go drop them all off at my house
Amazon
at the end of the
doesn't
day.
care. They're just gonna
Yeah, who gives a
get you a new
I mean,
package.
It is just so, and I've never gotten a package stolen before, which I think is also pretty crazy to think about. But
Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Amazon, talk about, loose and fast. They don't care at all. You can return something you can return something you didn't even, isn't even the real thing. One time I had this keyboard for my computer and it worked for, I bought it on Amazon and it worked for 2 years. I'm like, oh, this is great. Love this keyboard.
Is it
And
like
then
a computer keyboard?
It's like
or
a
is it-
computer keyboard.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And then it breaks finally, and I'm like, oh shoot, I really like that keyboard, but it's $30 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Ordered a new one. I hope I don't perjure myself here.
I've done this before.
Order a new one.
Return the broken
it.
one.
Put the broken one in the box.
Yeah.
They don't give a crap. They do not care.
Man, it is amazing.
Is
You know
that
what's
deceptive? Maybe. Am I taking advantage of someone?
Sure.
No, I don't think I am.
You're not.
I think I
It's
am.
company. Who
I am
cares?
finding a loophole in a system that is.
It's not a small business.
Look, they're not going to miss the
I
30
also
bucks.
just am, and then I was thinking about packaging and Amazon and all that because of all
Yep.
this happened, and I was like, it is crazy
Yeah.
that I can order. Like, I was just thinking, I bought a new dog crate. My dog
Yes.
got out of his old one. You guys know that. And
We know.
I
We bought
recall.
it.
I
We bought
recall.
a new crate that was like more industrial, and the thing literally showed up in less than 24 hours. Like, that is just mind blowing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like, that's the world we live in now. Where and like I said, some things I've ordered on the morning of at like 9 a.m. and it's at my door by 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Like, where was that specific thing? Like, the chances that you ordered something and it was close enough that it got onto a truck and got to your house in an hour and a half.
process
Have you
my
not seen their
payment.
warehouses?
I mean, they're huge. I get it.
Oh,
Like the
they're
distribution centers.
They
but
have them in like Marietta,
Yeah.
and it is the size of a town. And
Yeah.
I wish I was kidding.
It's
They are
crazy.
huge.
Now, the trade off is I feel like stuff is so expendable. Like
Yeah.
these days, I feel like
Just get a new one.
yeah, just get a new one because the old one broke so quickly. Like
Yeah.
like I shouldn't be that I'm buying a new keyboard after 2 years. Like it should just work and it should like stuff should be made well, but it's not. Like it's just like we're just like throwing so much and where there's so much talk about like like the environment these days and all these companies are like, "Oh, we're committed to whatever, lowering emissions."
Reduce-
I definitely
Yeah.
think
just,
right
like,
now
making
we're
stuff, like so much stuff is being made at all times.
we're like adding to trash in a way that I don't think we ever have before. With the consciousness of knowing that we need to stop.
Yeah,
Oh.
like when our parents were kids, it was like not as evident. I feel like, to be
Yeah.
like, oh, we have a trash problem, but like we have a trash problem, and it's like very known. And Americans are, I mean, me included.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
100%
yeah.
saying
We're
that.
absolutely complicit in it.
Even
Crazy.
like I've been moving a lot recently. And you know, when you have stuff, it's like, okay, either Goodwill or dump it.
Yeah.
Goodwill or dump it. Goodwill or dump it. And it's like, okay, well, like I'm throwing away this stuff where I'm like, this is cute and this isn't gonna, biodegrade, but
Yep.
like
Yep.
where else do I put it?
Yeah.
Have you ever ordered a battery on Amazon? An individual, like,
Just one,
couple of
like-
batteries? The amount of
crazy.
packaging that I got one of those little silver dollar looking batteries that I had to get for like a camera or
Like a
something.
clock battery.
Like 2 batteries. The amount of packaging that comes in is baffling to me. And I'm like, I just wanted the
Scary.
battery.
It is
I was
staggering.
literally in a box, in bubble wrap, in a bag, in bubble wrap,
in the thing that
box.
ships in. I would have paid double. I would even pay triple to have somebody just show up in my house and hand it to me.
Yeah.
Like if I knew I wasn't like
So
just
bad.
gonna have to throw away all this crap at the end. Like sure, like I'll pay a little more. Just come give it to me. Just hand it to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
It's-
crazy.
It's absolutely insane. Because, like, okay, let's just use your piano for example, your
Sure.
little keyboard. Eventually, that stops
Oh, go ahead.
working.
Sure.
Are you going to go to a Casio repairman? No, that's probably way
he
harder
will.
No.
than just getting
Casio
a new
repair
one.
somewhere in
and then where
Japan.
does that go?
Yeah, into the landfill.
And the land just sits, takes up
Big hunk of
space.
plastic.
Like,
And this, I mean, it won't, biodegrade for damn near 1,000
millennia.
years. I think. Yeah, easily. So, what does any of it mean?
an easy millennia.
Use it while we got it, right? I mean, I'm not gonna.
like, it's not our problem because we'll be dead, but
I kind of feel like, and this is maybe
we start sending it into space.
idealizing technology a little bit, but I kind of feel like there could potentially be like new technology that comes out in the next 50 years that has the ability to take plastic and truly like reuse it in some way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't know. I know right now it's like if it does, it's really expensive and kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
Now wait a minute. I have a question.
this
Yes.
is also coming from Annie, by the way, who won't drive an electric vehicle.
Shut
but
up,
go ahead.
shut up.
Annie, you have the floor.
What if
Yeah.
we just throw it away in space?
Okay, that's
Like because it
that
could
was
no
Elon's thing.
listen.
Yeah.
Throw it away in space. When it if it happens to re-enter the atmosphere,
Yeah.
Disintegrate.
yeah. Like what's it gonna do?
But then it adds to the Doesn't it?
Ozone,
isn't that
the ozone
layer?
Takes a lot. Now the problem is
Show me the ozone.
Oh.
Listen, the whole problem with space
Bad.
travel.
That was so aggressive.
Show me the
Show
ozone.
me the ozone.
I'll show you the
We've
trash.
actually-
Show
I'll
me the
show
ozone.
you the ozone.
Apparently, we've done a pretty good job of closing up the ozone
See,
layer.
with the ozone's fine. We can fuck it up again.
It's the
So intense.
it's all the plastic that we're putting in the ocean. That's the problem.
Okay,
But
I'm
But
just
isn't,
saying.
we haven't even
problem-
reached the
now,
bottom
see-
of the ocean, though.
See, the space travel thing is hard because we can't even get like a couple of guys up into space, let alone like tons. And we have like trillions of tons of plastic. That's
And it's all ready
in
to
the
rock.
ocean right
It's
now.
already bagged up
It's
and
in the
ready to go.
landfills. But
we have crap all over.
Yeah.
yeah,
all
but
of
like
that
to
space
put all of that
world.
in a rocket and to shoot it up into space would probably cost like the
much.
national budget. So
I mean, what are we
But
using
Elon
that
Musk
now?
has got money,
I would
doesn't he? He
rather.
bought
I would
Twitter.
rather.
He
You
had
know
money.
what? Okay,
Go ahead,
listen.
Annie.
If we're gonna spend money,
Different solution?
No, same solution.
Oh.
To freaking rocket something up into space.
If we
I'd
can
rather
tip
be a
Jeff
couple
Bezos
bags
to
of trash
space.
than some
people.
men.
Yeah.
Take at least
how many
Jeff
bags
can
can you
do.
carry with you? How many?
Like,
Every
at
time we
least,
send
okay,
a billionaire
each,
up there,
each
2
guy,
bags of trash.
Each guy is what, like, we'll just say like 185 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 185 pounds of trash each way.
The least Jeff Bezos can do is fill his pockets with a little bit of Amazon packaging, take it up to
the
space,
Do you think
and
that
just
man?
let it go,
Do you
right?
think that man has ever touched a piece of Amazon packaging in his
No.
life?
I don't
No.
even think he knows what Amazon is.
I don't think he knows what they do.
He's like,
I don't think. they
all I
even
know is I started this thing and it is doing
It's
amazing.
amazing. I used to sell
I get
books.
checks in the mail. I don't even know where they come from.
I don't know.
They just
Don't even know.
money just deposits into my account.
Tell you
Yeah.
what,
Crazy.
pretty cool. They're just here. They just show up.
They just show up.
Every time I think
Yeah.
of Jeff, I think of your lipstick number. It's just so beautifully crafted. Awesome.
Good time.
I watched
Well,
it the other day just for fun.
He's dead to us
Why?
now, so
He is dead to us.
we're coming up with a new
Yeah.
concept for this year.
He died, which every character has an arc.
He has an arc. He
Jeff-
actually
Jeff
died the first
Bezos
time, and then
didn't
he came
actually
back,
die?
but now he's sad.
Oh.
So he won't come back sad, of course.
No.
Because that's just too
He's
real.
done.
That would
That's
just be
too real.
Done.
Well, on another note,
Go ahead.
today's Pie Day.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
when this episode comes out, it won't be
It's-
Pie
It
Day,
will
but
be
Boy.
3:15,
it'll be 3:15.
but today is a 3.14
Something
day.
else happened today. I
Pie.
was gonna say about it.
Over the
Day.
weekend, talk about the recession. I mean, we had a massive
We
bank.
were gonna go this whole time without
collapse.
talking about.
Oh.
Could you imagine if we just didn't talk about the bank collapse?
Didn't talk about the bank collapsing.
Major. Okay, so we only found this out initially because
We didn't get paid.
we didn't get our paychecks on Friday. I was like, that's kind of weird. We got an email from our company that banks with this certain whatever like payroll
Silicon
company
Valley Bank.
in Silicon Valley, and the whole thing went down. Like it's like
It was
the
taken
more
over
people,
by the FIDC.
the more
Yeah, the
people that
federal
explain
government.
it, it's like it just seems like a good old fashioned run on the bank. Like people got scared,
And
they
it's
went and
not
got their money.
just a normal bank. It's a crypto bank.
Well, they have shares in crypto, but it's
me.
like it's all tied up in crypto. But it's just
Crypto.
like the same as the freaking collapse in the 30s. Like people just go and get
Did you-
scared and pull their money out, and then there's no money.
Did you
Yeah.
watch the TikTok I sent you guys about it?
Yes,
There's-
but explain it to
The
me.
one about the monkeys?
No, there was a
That was one
woman
you
who
watched.
was like, "We need to call it something else." And she's like, "Why?" She's like, "Because I was at work and someone told me that the bank collapsed with all these people in it." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's terrible! Like, are they okay?" And they're like, no, like the bank collapsed. And she's like,
On
"Was it
them?
like a bomb?" And they're like, no, like all of the banks collapsed. And she's like, "All of them? Like it was like a thought out thing?" And the person's like,
funny.
"No, like
The money's
the
gone."
money's gone." And she's like, "Was it like a heist?" She's like, "Why would we call it that? Like, I thought the building went down and all these people were in it, and that is
The
awful."
collapse of the bank.
The bank collapsed.
The one that
so
we saw
good.
was like, monkeys put bananas in bank. Bananas grow in bank.
Oh no, it was
was like
somebody
that.
asked ChatGPT to
Yeah.
explain the situation,
And that's how
and
they
it was
did it.
like lots
it
of
like I'm a
monkeys put their
5-year-old.
bananas in big tree. Big tree run out of bananas. Like monkeys go to get their bananas, but no bananas. Like it was really funny.
So Big Tree reaches out for more bananas to pay back.
It was great.
Because that's what loans are, technically, right? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
it's loaning out the money that other people have in the
Yeah.
bank.
Well, even I mean, when you put your money in a bank, they don't say like, "Oh yeah, it'll be here when you get back." They go and invest it because they
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
keep that money moving.
Well, and that's where, like, if you have a savings account, like you earn interest.
That's right. because they're like,
I
thanks
just
for
got
letting us.
2
we gotta
cents with
pay you,
interest.
yeah.
Thanks for letting us use your money.
Yeah.
Turns out you can't just go, yeah, give me my money, because they're like, okay,
We don't have it.
like if the four of us, right, they've got $300 in the bank, and we all got $100 in their bank. We all go to get it. One of us isn't getting our money.
Yep.
I saw the TikTok you sent, which was this really cool. Is he a senator or represent? He's just representative, right?
The senator.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he's like super transparent about the whole process. He just
No,
got
maybe he's
elected
a
in
House
this
of Reps
last
guy. Yeah.
in this last election cycle, and he's been talking about all the things he's going through, being very transparent, which is super cool.
Yes.
because not a lot of I just have never seen it. The kind of the wheels of the politicians and how it all works, and he jumped on and he looked like he just like it was in like his sweatsuit and just like hanging out, and he's like, yeah, I was on a meeting with the House at 2 a.m. about this bank collapse because they were, and it's also kind of crazy to think that the government is kind of always listening to the pulse,
Yeah.
because it's not their. I know that there is regulation on banks, and there's a government, department that does that,
Yeah.
the Treasury Department, but it's also crazy to think that the government's always kind of being like, oh, we can't let this go any further because, and it makes sense. They're kind
talking
of there to
billions of
protect
dollars
us,
here. Yeah.
a little bit to some degree, and so they met about this problem, and they were like, we have to step in and fill this gap financially because if these banks start going, then our entire country is going to just like collapse financially, which is nuts to think about.
I mean, it's a major sector in like the tech world and money, and yeah, I mean, crypto.
It's a major
and,
sector in the world. California has the 6th largest economy in the world. That's not United States, California.
I mean, that goes down
Dang.
and like, yeah, that's like a world power basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of cool to see him talk about it, and like that's another side of the job of a representative that I just never thought like, oh, they wake up at 3 a.m. and have to meet
they're
and figure out
on
what are we going to do
call.
about this because
This is Jeff Jackson, a congressperson of North Carolina, and he has a great TikTok account. They're very like, he'll jump on and it's just kind of like a talking head of him, and he's like, hey, I just got off literally like out of a Congress meeting, like a congressional hearing. Here's what we talked about, and here's what I'm doing. Like, I'm not trying to be this and that. Like, I just want to go this, and so I'm learning as I go, and he's just like very
his
like
voice is very like
calming.
calming.
Yes,
When he talks,
yes.
it's like almost like really, I don't know. He's got this
I'd vote for him.
cadence that I'm
I'd-
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't live in North Carolina.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
well.
someday.
Maybe someday. I can
Yeah, when
move
we all
there.
get out of here.
Go ahead, Amy. You want to do that?
When
bit?
we all get out of
California.
California.
Freaking hate
California's ruined. Ruined
That's
him up.
so crazy.
The worst.
Gosh.
What's the next place you could see yourself living? Like state, city, whatever. If you had to move out of OB in San Diego.
Probably kill myself.
Okay, all right. That's aggressive.
I die in OB.
I'm gonna die in
I'm gonna
Ocean
chain
Beach.
myself to the
My
OB
body's gonna
sign.
surf
I
the
will
left under the
never
pier when I'm
Tie me to
dead.
the pier and let me die here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that voice
Cool.
is incredible.
No, I mean,
That
definitely.
was good. That was good.
Like,
You
I've
sound
been-
like Grimace.
Look, I mean, there's a lot of places I've been in this world. I spent some time in Fresno this weekend.
What?
Overrated.
Yes, okay, final
There's a lot
answer.
of
He said
places in
Fresno.
this world.
Next.
I spent some
Thank
time in
you.
Fresno this weekend.
Bingo cards. He said Fresno.
The Central Valley, not for me.
no.
I spent some time in Texas, not for
No.
me. The places I like are one of two. Big cities.
Yes.
New York City, Manhattan. Really like Manhattan.
You would live in New York.
I live in New York. But I mean,
I'd choose
compared
Boston.
to what?
I'd choose Boston.
I'm
Compared
just
to
saying,
what?
I'm
Go
talking
ahead,
about
Alpine.
the-
Where would
I'm-
you live? Where
I'm
would
talking
you
about
live?
the next
Go
place.
ahead,
What the
Alpine.
heck?
Go ahead, Alpine.
I hated New York when I went.
Not a fan.
You
What,
not a
what
fan.
did you not like about it?
If it didn't feel like you were ever walking outside, you felt like you walked outside and
No
it was still
wide
inside.
open
I was like,
spaces.
An artificial
Can't breathe.
outside,
You can't
right?
smell
It's like
the
the
clean
can't breathe.
air.
It
and-
always smells weird and you can't breathe. And I'm like, ooh.
Crazy. Okay, go
Hated
ahead.
it.
That's the next place you'd live in?
No, I'm saying when I move from here, I'd live in a big city, right?
No, but you
it'd
said
either
New
be
York.
New York. If I can't choose New York, too many people there. I go. I don't know. Now I feel a little under the microscope here.
Well,
I'd live
where
somewhere
would you
like
move,
Portland.
damn it?
Hey, you can also
I said,
choose
and
a
you
state.
roasted me.
You can just choose a state.
It was
It
a
doesn't have to be
bad
a state.
answer.
California.
No.
Why would anyone leave
You
California?
but the question is, you can't live in
A
California.
giant tsunami
I can't live in
comes
this state
and
anymore?
takes
Yes, you can't live in
away
this state at all.
a
California.
tsunami comes
And
the whole
washes
city
it away.
is underneath
It breaks
water.
off as an island.
It breaks
Yeah.
off.
All of California.
Oh, I thought it at the same time. That's awesome.
Nice.
Did you see the
nice.
thing about there's like a section of Africa that's
splitting into
it's
two
another
continents.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's that about?
Yes.
It's really
They
can't
said
be
that
happening
they're
that fast,
they're
can
like,
it?
they said I guess geologists were like, the crack is so deep that like the water from the like ocean water is gonna fill it from the bottom up.
Wait,
and it's gonna be
the
another
bottom?
ocean.
What do you mean the bottom?
There's like water underneath like everywhere.
Wait.
Are you
go
committing to
deep
that?
enough.
Is that final answer?
Yeah, that's
Water
how we have
under everywhere?
springs and stuff like that.
It's the water. Where does the water
There's, like,
come from?
underground
the water
water.
comes
Okay.
from the water.
Underground
It's like water.
water.
Underground. You know.
Jake, drill down hard.
Jake, can you fact check that
Yeah,
for us?
Jake, just get back to us.
I need
if
a
you-
teacher.
There's like
I need
water
a teacher on this one.
places. Water underground
Bobby
places.
might know.
Bobby, if you're watching this, we thank you.
He's
Go
not.
ahead and
Listen.
give your 2 cents.
I was in a wedding
How
recently.
dare you say he's not listening? He probably is.
And I was in a wedding, and the rehearsal dinner was at this winery.
Okay.
And I walk in, and there's a drunk woman welcoming everyone to the winery.
Thank God.
And I look at her and I go, "That was my freshman year geography teacher."
There she was.
And she fully was. She was drunk out of her mind. And I went to the other woman working, and I was like, "What's that girl's name?" She's like, "Julie." And I went, "Is she a
Last name?
teacher?" And she's like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." Fully was. And then I met her, and she was like, "I don't remember you, but hi, I'm Julie. This is me drunk." And I was like,
Oh.
"I get it.
she
Yeah,
didn't even put up to like,
Oh, she was flustered.
Annie. Oh,
No,
my.
no.
Should have thrown a few.
It was a high
Dems
school
back
teacher.
before
By the time I graduated high school, she had like 16 classes.
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah,
we
but
did semester.
I feel like teachers
She had
sometimes
two a year.
do the whole like, you know, like my mom does the same thing where she doesn't know students, but when the students come up, she's like,
not. I bet not when your mama drunk.
"Wow."
If I was drunk and someone
that
doesn't know me,
must
I'd
have
be
been-
like, "I
that
don't know
must
you."
have been
But
therapeutic, right?
it was
Like,
kind of
you
hilarious.
and your
But then I
teacher
also said she was
drinking.
like, "Oh, did you, all this stuff?" I go,
She ever
"I only
become a
got a C in
politician?
your class." So Julie, there's that geography lesson
you,
right there.
Julie.
There's
Imagine
there
she
you
brings
go.
up like some dream that you had. She's like, "Did you ever like open your own bakery?" And you're like, I didn't.
I didn't.
That's so interesting that you bring
Gosh,
that
that's
up.
crazy.
That's so sad.
And it just
I
opens
did-
up a whole new thing for you.
I'm like, I didn't.
You spiral out
It's
of
all
control,
because
yeah.
I had a C in your class, and I couldn't get the grades, and I
there's
got
water.
rejected from my bank loan
there's
because I
water
guess
under the land.
I didn't
And
know about the
Africa's
water.
splitting, and there's water.
Geography.
Geography.
Unhinged.
Unhinged.
I love it.
How effing dare you?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so Africa's
probably. So
splitting.
Africa. So that's probably number one.
No,
Is when I leave California, I'll go to Africa.
Africa,
No,
which,
be
but
serious.
which
You're coming
continent
around.
of
Be
Africa
serious.
now?
Hawaii, obviously.
You live in Hawaii?
You were questioning that. I knew he was going to say Hawaii the moment you asked.
Duh.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Either I'd
That's
live
why
in
New York, I roasted
Hawaii
you
or
so
New York.
hard.
I'd either or.
Okay,
It depends
Annie,
on
you're
how
up
I'm
next.
feeling. Now hold on.
No, you can't. You don't
Let
get
me
two
justify.
options.
I don't get to justify my options.
No.
It depends on why I'm leaving. Because
you-
if I'm leaving to like go enjoy the nicer, like quieter time in life, right?
You are
I'm
in
going to Hawaii.
financial ruins.
If
and
I'm
you
gonna
have to
go
leave the state
mogul
of
out,
California.
if I have to make some money, I'm going to New York. I got to mogul out. Got to walk around Manhattan and like network. If I just want to go chill, I'm moving to Hawaii.
Well, you like New York, so why can't you chill in New York?
I like both.
No.
There's
New
no
York
chill.
is. There's
You've
no
never
chill.
been in New York, have you? There's no
No.
chill there.
There's
they don't
no
chill.
chill.
They don't chill there.
So then why do you want to live there? At
Make
all?
some money. All
right.
We gotta make some money.
Dumb. Annie, where are you
Dumb.
going?
Go
Dumb.
ahead.
Wait, dumb.
I can't wait to hear what you guys say.
I grew up every summer going to a small town called Durango, Colorado,
Oh,
and I would live there. I would live in Durango.
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
I already lived
That's
in Hawaii,
crazy.
so
That is crazy.
Big L.
Loser.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It's great.
Big L.
I think about it all the time, but
Cara,
already
where
did
you
it
living?
somewhere new.
Well, I guess you have to go with Ryan, but let's
No,
just pretend
no.
you aren't married.
Hawaii or Boston?
Boston.
Boston,
I can see
huh?
you in Boston.
I love Boston. The Hob.
The Sox.
The hub.
You know, of course.
Go
Boston
ahead.
Red Sox.
Go ahead. Let's hear it. First of all, I'm gonna dunk on Annie any second now. But go ahead. Go ahead, John.
Wait, you're gonna dunk on Annie?
Really?
Colorado.
Really? Colorado? I'm gonna leave
Okay.
California.
I've already lived
You're
there
in
in places
America's.
I want to live.
San Diego's known as America's finest city, and you're going to leave all of that for a place called Durango, Colorado. Go ahead, John.
Okay.
Seems cool to me.
Let it rip.
All right. Here's where I'm going. This is gonna be kind of controversial.
I can't
Love
wait.
it. Let's hear
But
it.
I've
can't
never
wait.
been there, and I do feel like it would be kind of an adventure.
Utah.
Would be
Alaska.
Miami. That just seems kind of fun, right? Come on, it seems kind of fun.
Yes, it
End it
does.
on that. End
It
it on that.
absolutely
John's
does.
moving to Miami.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know.
I can't just let that.
I've never been there.
I'd love to go to Miami.
Did you watch the Jersey Shore?
Yeah,
That's
but that
Miami.
that doesn't like tell me how it actually is or how I would enjoy it. That's a total different experience.
That's it. We're going to Miami,
What did
guys.
you just say?
Jersey
I feel
Shore.
like Jersey Shore is like Miami. Like, you know.
Okay, good save.
The
Good
Jersey-
save.
Oh,
I said
good
that.
save.
Jersey Shore. You said, did you ever watch Jersey Shore?
Yeah,
is
and then
in
I
Miami.
said
Do
Jersey
you know
Shore
where
is like
they filmed?
Miami.
Do you know where they filmed Jersey
The
Shore?
Jersey Shore. I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I feel like the partying is the same as Miami there.
I'm just saying, I think we should do an episode from Vegas. We should do an episode from Miami. We should do an episode from New York
No.
and Durango, California.
California.
Hawaii.
Durango.
Hawaii. I'll do an
Durango.
episode in Hawaii.
Yeah, will you?
Yeah.
Oh, Hawaii's a good one. We should do one from there. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a cool idea.
Nice.
All right, well,
nice.
Well,
I think
I
that
love
was
that.
great.
okay.
Is
Karen
that
wants
not
to
a
go
good
get
choice? You don't like that choice? Is that what you're saying?
Miami? No, I'm with Miami.
you like Miami?
I'd go to Miami for sure.
Okay. All right.
I don't know about Durango, but
But no, I just felt like your response was like, that was a bad choice. Is it a good choice or bad choice?
Miami?
Yeah.
I'd go there.
Okay,
Absolutely.
don't
You
get
don't
serious.
need you don't need his
on us.
approval. You're fine.
Goodness
No,
gracious.
I just want to know. 'cause
He
you were
chose
laughing,
New
like,
York.
it was
No,
hard to
clearly,
say,
John.
you were
clearly you
laughing.
don't need my approval
He
because
chose
Annie's
New
going to go
York.
live in Durango, Colorado. So
So let's dunk on Annie for a second.
yeah.
if you
So
could.
what? Wait, I didn't hear about it. So what's there that you like?
I grew up there. Nostalgia.
You grew up in Colorado?
I grew up there. Every summer we'd go up there. My grandparents had a house.
What was it like?
I
Was it snowing?
prefaced that.
Beautiful.
The
like
Colorado
Alpine,
River
but
runs
cooler.
right through it. So we would always go like river rafting. My grandparents' property backed up to the woods, so you'd go on hikes. You go.
So you've never been there in the winter?
No, I have. I have been there once in the winter. It's like a lower altitude, so it's not as bad as like snow packed. So it doesn't get like
I mean,
skis.
it's the same vibe as like go, hang out in Hawaii somewhere, right? Like
Yeah, it's just the
off
mountain
grid,
version of it.
Off the grid.
I
Yeah.
will say I don't know that I could live somewhere where it snows. That does.
Yeah.
We did the Colorado thing when Jordan was in school,
Rough.
and it was when I visited, it was snowing, and I was like, nothing about snow, like
Yeah.
hardcore snow, like in most of America where like freaking blizzards,
Yeah.
is fun
Appealing.
at
No.
all. Like
No.
the closest I can get to snow is like Laguna.
Yeah.
That's and that's here, but I'm saying
Like
that's
a ski
very
trip,
light
like,
snow, you know
like
what I'm
a
saying?
weekend. Like,
right?
Go bundle
Big
up.
Bear, right?
Yeah, totally. If that was your day to day for 5 months out of the year, I mean, that is seasonal depression right there.
Okay. Durango would be my first choice if I had to stay stateside. If I can move anywhere, New
Okay.
Zealand.
Okay, all right. Well,
Lord of
that's
the
a
Rings.
different.
Australia.
International is kind of interesting, but
Yeah.
I was
Go
more
ahead, John.
thinking like
States,
local.
yeah.
International?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, where would you go international?
International, I would love to live in
Ireland.
Ireland. I'd love
Talk
to live in
about
Ireland.
freaking
Really?
cold.
Is it?
Dreary and cold. It's like raining like 90% of the year.
No, that's like more England, isn't it?
No.
When I picture Ireland, I just picture
Sunny
like
hills.
it's the hills by the sea, and it's like the wispy wind.
It's very
And
cold.
I'm
And in
a
that wind is rain.
I'm in a little cottage, and I'm drinking a pint.
Not
Doesn't that
drinking a
sound good?
pint.
Look, you guys, we
Drinking
came
a
all
pint.
back around. Happy St. Patrick's Week.
Oh, it's Friday.
St. Paddy's Day.
Will you,
Yay.
will you
this
give us
Friday
the-
will be St. Patrick's
Will you
Day.
give us the old
the story of St. Patrick?
Yeah, no, you had a whole little rhyme thing last year. Remember? It was like a
was
recited
Irish
thing.
blessing?
Irish blessing, yeah. To
Oh,
give us
yeah.
the Irish blessing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Can you give us that in the accent right now? Thank you.
Oh, you want an Irish blessing? Okay, I can give that for you. Well, I feel like we need to like
You need
cheers
to play
something.
a little bit. Oh, okay.
Oh.
All
It's
right.
it's like a,
Cheers.
Cheers.
what's the blessing?
What was the blessing I did?
No, do it.
Wasn't
do
it
it
like
right
something
now.
about the devil?
May,
Yeah.
oh, that's the one I
That's
do.
the one.
May the devil not know you're dead.
Oh,
no,
no.
what is it? May you be dead a whole hour before the devil knows.
Yeah.
something like that.
That's true.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, this is sweet. Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I'm ruining it.
With corned beef and cabbage.
No
Sure
way.
do.
You do?
Yeah.
So you'll be eating that
Every
this
year.
Friday?
2 days in a row, probably.
We're gonna have some corned beef on Thursday.
Thursday and
Oh,
Friday.
it's good. You never had corned beef and cabbage?
No, my mom makes it every year. We
love
So
it.
the
good.
option this year was like last week because my mom knew Fridays were going to be too tough for all of us. So,
Yeah.
But I didn't. I came, but I didn't participate in. The
I
corned
love corned beef and cabbage.
Love it with the potatoes and the
cabbage,
cabbage in a
the
big
carrots.
pot with a big scoop of mustard.
Let's go get us some right now.
Let's go get us some pizza,
beef. Do you
everybody.
like? Do you like corned beef and cabbage? Do you
No,
like-
but I am hungry.
Do
So
you like being a part of
let's-
this show there, Annie?
Yeah, Annie.
Yes.
Now-
I will say,
now the
I
question
looked over
is-
at the clock when Annie started winding the show down, and it was like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
She's like, well,
Well, it was
a
good
lot
to
of
be with
this
you guys today.
Now the question is, do we go to...
I did it behind my legs so the camera can't see. I was like,
Oh
There
my
was a-
gosh.
There was nothing
You
subtle
did
about
that?
it. Yeah, I didn't see that, but she kept going, well, she does this thing where she goes, well,
One last thing I want to talk about is that
How much
it's-
time do we have
guys,
left?
we're at the hour mark.
we're rounding
What
the
is happening
corner.
here?
Just
my biological
chill
clock
out.
knew. I said it's been an hour of this
Okay.
bullshit.
Not that it matters so much for the viewers necessarily, but we are officially moving as of next week.
Whoa. Are you sure you want to talk about it before it happens?
Yeah.
Guys.
We're definitely going to move
Next week,
That much is happening.
This show's going to have an all new look.
Yeah.
An
New
all
cast members.
New
We're
cast.
doing diversity hires.
Thank God. Thank God.
And that's where we end today.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Not diversity hires.
Well, guys, it's been a great 121 episodes, but we're officially canceled. That's it for us.
Let's go to Philippi's.
Philippi's.
Oh my gosh. No.
On the couch as always.
Please stop.
Cara Tafolla, Annie the Skovmand. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on What the Podcast with one less person.